Going through construction zone here. So I'm packed up and headed out of town. And I made the mistake-ish, I guess, of trying to inform one of my renters. I think I did it unintentionally intentional because now I have some hilarious things to make fun of. So I wanted to let him know that, like, hey, I'm gonna be out of town, but like if there's situation issues, whatever, just text me, because of course I'm always available via text, and I'll get it taken care of. So the idiot is a total sheep, like fucking brainwashed idiot sheep, right? I don't care. He pays me rent, excellent. He stays in his room and he shuts up like it's great. So he's like, oh, be careful. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, repeatedly be careful. Like, what does that even fucking mean? How am I going to be careful? Like, do the normal stuff that I would normally do? Okay, that doesn't make sense. I'm not an average human being that goes to average human being places, okay? And obviously I have my own best interest in mind, so I just don't even know what to do with that when people tell me that. Like, I know they mean well, and you know, their little feelings and whatever, all that shit, but like, it's just common sense that I'm going to do my due diligence and take care of myself. So I just, like, when people tell me that, I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up now. You don't have to keep repeating it in my head. I don't say this to their faces. So I was like, yep, da-da-da. Well, then I got smart-assy because he kept saying the same thing over and over. Like, the dude's so in fear and paranoia and brainwashed by all the conventional bullshit that, like, stay in your house, wear masks, wear gloves, like, all that nonsense that we know isn't even effective. It's going to lower his immune system to stay in the fucking house, locked up, breathing in all the toxic fumes of the house, etc. So he's like, gas pumps, especially be careful at the gas pumps. That's where people are getting mostly sick. I'm like, okay, after I fill up the gas, I'm gonna lick my hand, because I mean, no offense to you humans, but most of you are literally disgusting. Like, you're made of Cheetos and soda. Like, it just grosses me out. Like, I'm not a germaphobe, but it's just gross. And, you know, I'm obviously not going to put my fingers in my holes after I touch shit that all of y'all have been touching. Or, you know, those of y'all that are gross. Not all of y'all are gross. Anyways, he didn't appreciate that comment. I'm just like, relax, dude, I'm joking. Of course, he can't relax, because when people are so full of fear and bullshit, they want to force that onto other people with their non-stop talking. I'm not judging. I've done that. Like, I've actually done that. Like, I'm so sorry to everyone. I've done that too. So then he goes on and on about some story about where it's Utah. Utah's the problem because people in Utah don't listen, don't do what they're told. And so the cases of COVID are rapidly rising in Utah and nowhere else. And only all the other places that obeyed and did what they were supposed to according to following their little government-y thingy, they got over it quick and only tiny amount of people died. But Utah is the problem. I'm just like, okay, dude, that's just complete nonsense. But okay, whatever you say. Like, people that are obeying, and people that aren't, and most people are, right? So they put these news stories on the news of people not obeying and how a whole bunch of people got sick and died because of it, to get you guys to obey for sure. it's not even true. Like, none of that story that he told me is not even a true story. So I'm just like, snore. And then what? Well, he was starting to irritate me because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. So obviously I keep most of that to myself, but I did get a little smart-assy with him. No, I didn't get smart-assy. I can't remember what I said exactly, but I said something to the effect of like, there's only like weak people with low immune systems that are dying. Okay, so just relax. My immune system is great. And then he says that no, it's not just people with low immune systems that are dying. Like, everyone's fucking dying. You're just gonna die. Death and dying. You're dying. So basically, those whom have spread and started this lie, the thieves of earth, now they're lying more, saying that immune system has nothing to do with anything. And then people that are stupid go, oh, they're saying that, so that must be what's true. And so immune system has nothing to do with anything. Great. I'm just like, holy fuck, you're this brain damaged. They'll say anything to you and you'll just literally believe it. So he tells me about a friend that has a wonderful immune system, skateboarder, whatever that has to do with anything. Like, skateboarders probably eat percentage-wise just as shitty as non-skateboarders, so what the fuck does that do? I have no idea. But he's a vegetarian, so that proves that he is healthy. I'm like, so you're coming at me, a person that nearly died from vegetarian veganism. Your friend is an idiot eating vegetables. His immune system is fucked, right? And he almost dies of this, of course. Like, hello, you're eating a poison diet. Who is telling you that vegetables are good for you? The fucking government. The governments of the world are telling you that vegetables are good for you, and you're an idiot who believes them because they don't give a shit about you. They are using you, and they actually want you to actually die. They want you dead because they're tired of y'all. They want a bunch of you to die. That's the point. That is what they're doing and why they're doing it. Because they convince you of shit, they kill you, and then you're so stupid because of your intelligence, quote unquote, your accumulation of information, because I'm so intelligent, that you believe them and do the shit they tell you because they showed you a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, the whole thing's a fucking joke. The guy's an idiot. He's like totally unhealthy, and forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, there's no convincing the fellow of anything. And I'm just like, dude, you think you're safer than me, locked up in this house, breathing toxic fumes that are coming off the paint and whatever, not getting any fresh air, than me in the middle of nowhere with nobody around. Like, it's complete nonsense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But he just listens to the, quote unquote experts. Oh, what I was gonna say. I have done a lot of research. What research is he doing from his bedroom? Does he got a lab in there and he's taking samples from people and he knows what to actually even look for in those samples? He doesn't know shit and he's not researching nothing. Watching crap on the shiny box thingy, no matter which one it is, whether it's the smartphone, the computer, the freaking actual TV, is not research. No matter what it is you're looking at, you're just listening to noise coming out of people's mouths. That is not proof of anything. You're not researching actually anything. You have no way to prove if any of what you're listening to is true or false. You are making complete idiots of yourself watching that, thinking that that's research. Oh, well, I'm reading stuff. Oh, okay. No one ever wrote down anything that was a complete, total bullcrap lie, did they? It doesn't matter what form you're getting this quote-unquote information from. You are proven nothing by reading or listening to any of it. You're an idiot that just believes what you're told and what you hear, so long as it has, you know, those various talking points that you've been programmed to hear in order for you to feel like you just got proof of something. Like, all of you hearing things and reading things need to shut the fuck up. You're spreading lies. You're hurting people by putting fear in them. Fear is killing people. Fear and stress makes people sick. Not viruses or bacterias. You know, they can literally just make up whatever the fuck they want, and you idiots believe it. As long as it's delivered to you in the form that your programming, your brainwashing, accepts as intelligence proof and fact. Like, oh fuck. Like, mother, oh Jesus. Like, it's sad. It's like truly freaking sad how you let yourselves be used and convinced of just anything. Now, according to this human being, the immune system has nothing to do with it. My brain exploded. It's still in my kitchen on the ceiling where the explosion actually happened. So, very well. You know what? He's actually right. It has nothing to do with the immune system. It has to do with you're an idiot. Stressing yourself out with made up bullshit, and that's what's actually the dictator of whether you're croaking or not croaking. Period. And you know, people say, well, what about babies? What about kids that don't know nothing about that? They feel stressed, ding dong. They pick up on your fucking stress. They pick up on your bullshit. You parents and adults around the little kids are stressing them out. You're giving them cancer. You're giving them all sorts of variety of diseases that are, well, you know, okay, you know, I'm going to scratch that cancer comment. All these names and labels that they've given diseases, like, it's just, you're giving them dis-ease, and that's exhausting. You're robbing their life force energy, and that's exhausting them to death. They could come up with a million different names. It's all the same fucking problem. It's all the same dis-ease. Yeah, maybe it looks a little different here and there, like little variations of difference of how it looks in each person, but it's all the same. It's all the same cause. It's all the same problem. When it comes to like all this cellular stuff, all this stuff that you need special equipment to look at, maybe not. If I can't actually look at it and prove it myself, like, even if I had quote unquote the little machine thingy that looks at stuff, like my father, he got microscopic, what is it called? Machines that look microscopically. Okay, and he took it to Guatemala and he showed the Indians germs so they could understand why they should live cleanly, and supposedly that took them from being sick and dying to not sick and dying, even though they actually were still sick and dying and it didn't fucking do anything. But, you know, his intentions, of course, were good, and that's great. But I am really tired, and I'm really looking forward to getting to my camping spot and super chilling there for as long as I feel, until I feel like moving to a next spot. Oh, my car is doing that bouncy, jumpy thing. I don't love it. Oh well. I'll check the engine thingy. Maybe that thing came loose again. Anyways, we're just believing and trusting a lot of stuff that we don't even know anything. And then people that claim they know things, they were taught by the people who appear to be lying to us. So how much truth is there going to be in what they're teaching you? Like, the whole thing's a nightmare, and you're believing people who are taught bull crap. Of course, like, I'm a person that wants people that rules the world, and I want people to believe X, Y, and Z. Then I'm gonna, in my schools of teaching the provers of things and the experts, quote unquote, of things, what they need to tell people in order to get people to believe the stuff I'm wanting them to believe. I know it's really annoying because you just want to have somebody that you can trust and believe, and I'm not saying any of this so that you go into like a state of paranoia and fear, but you do need to go into a state of, okay, maybe that's true, maybe it's not, like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna decide things based on what I can see, what I can feel, what I can touch, not on all this reading and looking at crap, what other people say, okay? So, like, I needed my mama to come watch my baby so I could take my boys camping without my baby, which I would have happily taken him, but she refused. Not happily, but I would have, with a very fairly positive attitude, taken him. I wanted to go without him. Now I got him. He's going with me. Camping this time. But my brother's like, by directive of blah-da-da order. So there's my little logo right there. We can't go out. And I'm like, Dan, oh no, he's telling me you shouldn't leave with your boys because by directive order of blah-da-da. Like, I don't know what the fuck bullshit. Anyways, I was like, Dan, just bring mama, okay? Like, I don't want to even, I'm not even getting into conversation with him because there's no convincing people that are already convinced anyways. It's a waste of my energy. Just like with my roommate, like, in the end, I'm just like, oh, okay, so your plant-eating idiot friend has a fucked immune system because he's eating plants. And supposedly because you're brainwashed into believing that eating plants is the healthiest thing on earth. No, dude. Anyways, the point is he didn't hear what I said. He just stormed off into his room and closed the door because he knew he wasn't going to convince me of shit, and he was getting frustrated and annoyed, which is great, you know. Anyways, I was just making fun of him a little bit because, you know, if you pay attention to anything I do, say, or whatever, which he doesn't know he doesn't look into any of this, you know, he doesn't watch my videos, he doesn't look at my website, none of that. Even though he could, like, it's advertised on the back of my car, like, it's no big deal. I mean, I'm not hiding it, it's just I don't generally bring it into my personal life because it has nothing to do with them. Like, that's my business of renting space. Like, anything, I don't give unsolicited advice or opinion. But of course he does notice that I don't eat like a load of plants, right? So he's mentioned it before. Trying to give me health advice even though his health is fucked. So he knows I don't eat much plants at this point. So I just was like, you're telling me, a person that hardly even eats plants, because for my health, according to my opinion and perspective, got your friend that eats loads of only plants. Mostly plants. Has a high immune system. Oh, so funny. Anyways, he didn't love it. He stormed up into his room. My brother, of course, would do the same thing if I were to try to converse with him about it. So I was just like, just bring mama. Everything's fine. Thank you very much. Goodbye. So he brought her. And I took off. Everything was fine. Like, people think that there's like police in the street stopping you. So, like, to the people that rent from me, they have letters from their work saying this person is allowed to drive in the streets because they're coming to work. And so the one fellow has, his letter taped to his windshield, and the other fellow has, his letter in his wallet. And it's just so comical because the police aren't stopping people. I don't see police. I don't know where the police are. Where are the police? I've been on the road for like an hour so far. I don't see any police anywhere. And I went all the way like 2 hours from here to where I camped. I didn't see any police. Like, not even one. So maybe they're in their bunkers or some shit. But yeah, or maybe they're, on quarantine too. On quarantine too. Oh man. So the point is, it's all an illusion, and they just get you all to behave by scaring you. Behave according to what they want you to do. And so they're scaring you into just stay home and shut the fuck up. For exactly what purpose, I don't know. I do see like a lot of kind of weird construction stuff going on. So maybe it could be as innocent as they just want to do some infrastructure stuff. And if they told y'all, hey, we just want to do a bunch of building real quick, and if you all just stay home, then it'll make it easier. So there's not a whole shitload of you on the road. Maybe. Possible. Or maybe something more sinister. Maybe something funny. Like they're just bored and they just want to see all of y'all just like scattering, get all mental, and they just find it funny to like watch you obey them so blindly, etc. Possible. Maybe they want to put a bunch of people in fear so that a whole bunch of people they can get rid of a bunch of people real quick, like just croakety croak super quick. Placebo effect death stuff, So that's possible. Oh, are these fuckers closed? Probably. They look pretty dang empty. Let me see now. Please start line here. Oh. I don't know what's going on. These people this store will close up to 2 hours early. I'm gonna see if the store's open. Oops. Running into this shit a little bit. Anyways, looks like they're open. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can get some juice. Peace out. Mwah.